Hello, lads and ladies. Welcome back. Sunday night, we're back. We are back in business. It's the 3rd of August. No more Sundays putting poor stuff on the telly. You've got us on the telly instead. You know, the Musketeers, Anton Deck, all the good acts, Cannon and Ball. You got Nappers and Jake as well. So can't wait to go through it with you. Always out. Sunday after a victory, it's different. So good to see Twitter and social feeds full of Twitter. But to join me, I've got my good mate, my pal from, well, where's he from? I don't really know where he's from, to be fair. He's a man of all creatures. Hello!
Come on!
This
We're
man
back!
was so excited.
Oh.
Right? I'm always the one ringing him. He rang me this morning, and I had to give him a ring back 20 minutes later because I was in the gym.
Oh, did you go to the gym, Ben?
Yeah.
Yes, mate. How are we? Are you okay? Nice to see you.
Nice to see the people in the chat as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, everybody. Congratulations if your team won. Commiserations if your team lost. Just please bear in mind, nothing is won, nothing is lost. Your season is still alive. Let's all just calm down.
Was you rehearsing that in case you lost?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we won.
See, those first 3 points of the season are the most vital. It shows the good side of the bad start and quit.
You sound like Farley. Shut up. You sound like Mr. Farley. Yeah, no, I'm good, mate. It's football's back. 3 points on the board against a good team as well. And a good weekend. Just a nice weekend. So yeah, it's good to see you. It's good to see everybody back. I know we did one last weekend, but we did it on a Monday. It was this week, wasn't it? So it's nice to be back on our slot Sunday night. We're back. Can't wait.
So do we say hello to people in the chat? Hello to 70 people that are currentently tuning
already.
In.
Wow.
Yeah. Please give us a like. Make sure you drop a like. Subscribe if you haven't. That is important. We're getting like 70 subs this week, which is incredible. Hello, Ian. Hello, Chris. Jamie. Hello, Parmex. Hello, mate. So glad to see you. Hello, David, our good friend. Hello, Dan.
Love him. Love Dan. And I love John. I do love John.
Yeah. James Trafford.
Hello, Theo. Nice to see you, mate.
Hello, pal. The Brewers. Hello, Daniel. You got two.
By the way, this Barnsley fan in the chat's giving me stick. You also predicted Barnsley to lose on the weekend, so I don't know why he's just coming after me.
Yeah,
he's
no one comes for me, do they?
No. I try and wind people up, but still, do you know what I mean?
How are you, Aaron? How are you, mate?
Love the thumbnail, Aaron.
Yeah, very good job there.
Very handsome boy on there.
On the chickens, yeah. Thought Plymouth would smash Barnsley, yeah.
In fact, I got the score right. I just got it the wrong way around.
Yeah, exactly. Got our first win, nice and way up the Brewers. There's 3 of them. Where did they all come from?
Yeah, I know. I don't believe that. I think David's on multiple accounts.
Hello, Sadie. Don't you dare mention Wycombe Benjamin. Oh, well, we might just have to. Go on then. How are you? How was your weekend? Obviously, great victory for you. Can I just say as well, only big clubs are inside the top 3 of their divisions.
Well done, mate. As I said, nothing's won, nothing's lost. But
no, we won on the opening day trophy, both of us, 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, we both won 2-0, and we're 4th, which is a decent start. But it's all about where you are in May, not where you are in August. But it was good, mate. I'm trying to figure out what I did. Play 5-a-side on Friday night.
Did play 5-a-side, do you?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Some goals were scored. What else happened this set? What did I do on Saturday morning? I did something on Saturday morning. I can't remember. Anyway, went to the game. Today I've been really productive. Done my bits, done my bobs, done my food shop. Got all prepped for the week. Done my ironing. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, no, good, mate. It's good, and it was nice to be back at the bank. Nice to see Flowers. Nice to see Sue. Nice to see Fenton, Lep, everyone that I sit around. It was good. It was fantastic. It was good. How was yours, mate? Because You were on the road, weren't you?
Thanks very much, Aaron. Legend, by the way, the graphic designer. Appreciate that. Made us these great graphics as well. Great day. Up at 4.
Wouldn't have it any other way, though, would you? Like,
no, I was pumped up, and I think you can tell from my vlog yesterday that the first time in a long, long time.
Really? What made you say that? Because there's not even like a certain clip that that I would draw to that would make me say that you were pumped up, Ben. Do you know what I mean?
It's 2-0. Then was it Lucas who mucked me off?
Go on, Lucas.
What? Go on. Enjoyed the day. Great victory. So 3 points away from home. Gift for the first goal. Thank you very much, Owen Evans. The second goal, gift again. Owen Evans parries out to Barnsley, and the captain scores. And yeah, I think it's important that you start the season off well. We look like a Pete Wild team. For me, it's 3 points closer to where we should be, and that's survival at the very minimum. You get safe. I mentioned 50 points a lot, and it's boring. I know I sound like Gary Bowyer right now, but it's just 3 points closer to the first target, which should be, in my eyes, 46 points that you would feel with 2 going down would keep you in the division. 50 points should be the first target. For me, Wild always goes. It's 1.5 points a game. Every game, that's 69 points. Plus every month that you win, get a Brucey bonus point. If you do that over the season, you'll get 78, 79 points. You'll probably be in and around the top 3, the top 7 shake up at the very minimum. So, yeah, great victory. It's a poor side, don't get me wrong. There'll be tough tests coming. We've got a very, very experienced Bristol Rovers team coming at the weekend too. After all the crap I've given them on this channel, I just know that Flash.
You got to back it up, mate. You got to back it up like we did. You got to back it up.
Great victory, great day out, and see you next year, League One Live. Come on now. So, you've got to enjoy, aren't you? You've got to
enjoy the wins, mate.
It's been a good week. I went to watch Oasis this week as well.
Really? Yeah. I never would have guessed by giving what you're wearing, mate. No, I wouldn't have guessed.
No, you can wear these and not go. You know what I mean? But no, the League One season is a bit. It's 46 games. It's like a marathon that's 42.2k. I know all about that because I've run one of them as well. Sometimes you forget about it. Anyway, League One Live. There has been 3 own goals this weekend in Sky Bet League One already. And
one was my favourite.
It's already the most ever in an opening weekend of League One. So, goal scorers putting it in your own net. It's not a great start, is it? Goals in every game in Sky Bet League One. There's 34 goals are scored across 12. Beautiful matches across 3 days across the division, ranging from Friday to Sunday as well. We will start off at home part where Plymouth Argyle took on Barnsley in Conor Horahan's first game in charge of the Tykes, and a great victory on the road. Before this one, Barnsley had actually failed to win any of their last 13 league away games that have fallen away on the opening day of the season, drawing 4, losing 9. So it's a 2-1 victory in the year that Jake was actually born in, 1996.
Are you taking the mate?
Is it 1998?
Yeah.
Who is it? Yeah, I actually wrote that down.
I'm 27, right?
Oh, yeah. Massive, never mind.
Take 27 away from 2025. What do you get?
Your age.
Since
the start of last season, Plymouth have actually conceded more goals at home since any other team. And they've come down from the Championship. And I always feel that the teams that are favoured to do well in divisions that normally come down, the best time to play them is in that first 5 or 6 game period where they're trying to get the new league. Like Birmingham drew on the opening day last season. When you think, I know Huddersfield went away at Peterborough and won, and obviously Luton scrambled a 1-0 victory, didn't they, in the end? Rotherham's kind of struggled in the early parts of the season as well. So it's always a difficult time when you reevaluate when you should be winning games of football. But Barnsley know this division, And they've only lost one of the last 6 league games against Plymouth, so they've got a pretty good record against them. I think they actually beat them. I think it's the last time that before Plymouth went on that run, where I think that Barnsley beat them by 3-0 or something like that, when Barnsley were just coming into the race as well. So, yeah, great victory for Barnsley. Helping
Elephant in
hands.
the room.
Say again.
Elephant in the room. Do you want to address it?
Yeah, the elephant in the room. Brendan Wirredu gave away a penalty kick at the start of the fight, and the second goal had a sinker for. Look, I'm not going to come on here and slag Brendan Wirredu off. I'm not. Should he be doing better? Yes. Did he have a stinker of a game? Yes. Did he play well? No. I think there's a lot of pressure on him, and I think that he's built it up. If I had a chat with Brendan Wirredu now, I'd literally sit him down, go for a chat, and went, if I wouldn't message him now because I don't think it's right. I'd just basically say, mate, head up. You've got a lot of quality. You played at League One before. You played Barnsley before. It's nothing new for you. You will be fine. Everything will be fine. Just give it time. And I guarantee you, and give it 3 to 4 months, Brendan Wirredu just needs to settle down. He didn't have a great game yesterday, and I don't want him to see him fail. I don't want to see him. Great finish by the lad, don't get me wrong. Don't want to see him fail. I wish him all the best. There'll be a lot of people that probably will want him to, but he didn't have a great game yesterday. I'll say that about anyone that leaves me. Well, when Kenzie as well, who I'm quite close with away from football as well, when he makes mistakes, I feel I've got that relationship with him to say you should do better. With Brendan Wirredu, knowing him, as a supporter, interviewing him, I would open out and say, look, you didn't have your greatest game yesterday. Just relax. And it'll come from himself. So, yeah, it wasn't a great performance from him. But Barnsley, all credit must go to them, as Plymouth got lose by 3-1 to a Barnsley team.
Yeah, they played well, didn't they? I think you're finally starting to see now what Conor Hourihane is trying to teach and coach into this Barnsley team. We saw it sort of back end of last season. They were so good going forward. And what I think it is, they've kept Davis Keeler-Dunn. He's been linked with moves away, big money moves away. They've kept Luke O'Connell, which is massive because in that pivot in front of the back four, which is a fairly similar back four to what we saw last year, the only new addition being Shepherd coming in from his loan spell at Bradford, but he got obviously sent off just after the hour. Good opening cameo as well from Jonga Nathan. Looked like he looked decent on the ball.
Great at Oldham last year, wasn't he?
Yeah, really creative, sort of give them that little bit of edge. And I think it also helped Davis Keeler-Dunn having someone like David McGoldrick in the team, who's a big goal threat, someone that maybe takes the defender's attention away from just himself. Because last year, if you marked Davis Keeler-Dunn out of the game, 9 times out of 10, you were able to stop Barnsley. But having McGoldrick and having other players like Vickers, who can be particularly tricky, is good. They probably still maybe need another one up there, just to another goal scorer in case it's not working for McGoldrick. But I thought they were excellent out of possession. They did really well, defended particularly well, certainly against the Plymouth team, who stereotypically, while they've been in League One, have been a pretty good side at home park. So to go there and win, it's a big statement for Plymouth. I think they can feel maybe a little bit hard done by. There was a goal, wasn't there, from Caleb Watts that was ruled out before the first goal went in against them, which it's for a foul. I think it's very soft, although you do see them given. Adam Phillips' goal was outstanding. Great goal. I'm not sure how he's still at Barnsley, given there was a lot of talk, wasn't there, about his position at Barnsley. And then the main man, Keeler-Dunn, tops it off with a great strike. So, yeah, I think it's a lovely start for Barnsley. They'll be happy to go away and get 3 points. Stereotypically a better away side than they are a home side. Plymouth, they'll be disappointed. They would have wanted to win on their return to the third tier, but look, Tom Cleverley's still got gaps in that team. They need a striker with a bit of experience, because playing Watts up there, playing Amaechi, they didn't really have they didn't play with a really recognised number 9 up front, did they, yesterday? So that's priority, I'd imagine, getting in a goal scorer. And once they start creating chances, then this Plymouth team could really be something special. But until we have that guy who's going to score the goals for them, it might be a bit of a bad watch for Argyle fans.
Wow, unbelievable support so far in the stream, by the way. 116 of you joined us live. We're at 33 likes, so make sure you top those likes and subscribe because over 50, I think 55% of last week's viewers live weren't subscribed. So if you could go down there and subscribe, that'd be unbelievable. So yeah, go down there, subscribe. You know, we're so close now to 18,000 subscribers. But going back, Plymouth, nervy, edgy, good for Caleb Watts getting off the score sheet. Barnsley, outstanding. We must give them credit. You know, I criticised them a lot last year for being a bit too easy to play against. They crumbled. Conor Hourihane made reference to that last year. Going down to 10 men, they probably would have drawn or maybe lost that. If Plymouth get back in at 2-2, I think Barnsley maybe go on and lose it, but they did so well to see out that game. Thank you so much again, Aaron, for the donation. Appreciate it, mate. Great guy, great graphic designer. I'm going to wind it up. Blackpool 2, Stevenage 3. Revel again, revel again, revel again, revel again.
You know, that's getting clipped.
Farley will be clipping that up. I want Farley, not flashy flash. Camera, come on. I'll be on Twitter that later. Go on then, boys. I love him some bits. Go on. Did you see him out singing in Blackpool?
Yeah, I saw him and Donna's were singing
what did you go out with him and sing? I was like,
why did you not? Why did you not just give him a message? Oh, I suppose you were late home, weren't you?
I was nowhere near midnight, mate.
You could have gone straight from the bus straight.
Oh yeah, mate. I've only been up for 21 hours.
Sleep on the bus.
Well, the way Kershaw balls me. Yeah.
The way it's chatting in your ear.
Well, actually, if we play a 4-2-3-1 and the wingers are inverted, then maybe we might get more success.
He's too tactical for me, Gersh. I'm like, just put it out wing and hope for best. Before this one, Blackpool actually won each of their last 4 EFL home games on home soil, keeping a clean sheet in all of those matches. And George Honeyman's goal on 6 minutes was Blackpool's earliest strike on the opening day since a league campaign since Keegan Parker scored on the opening day in 2005, 2006. I'm speaking to some family members today, and I went, "What do you think of the game? What do you think of your goals?" First goal, didn't see it. I was like, "Right." He goes, "I was in the pub." The penalty? No, I didn't see it. I was in the bar at the pub. I think he only saw 2 of the goals out of the 5. So, yeah, I was like, maybe I won't come for you for a bit of asking as well. Stephen now have actually won their opening game of the season each of the last 5 years. So, been in this league for 3 years now and won each of those games as well. So, good for Stevenage. I thought, again, Blackpool started well. Nice goal from George Honeyman. Front post, goalkeeper kind of can't get there because it's well driven. Unfortunately for him when he went off injured in the end, didn't he, as well? Big goal Reedy as well. Scored 22 in 50 games in all comps, 18 in League One a couple of years ago. Only 8 last year. Did start to return a bit of that goal form prowess towards the end of last term. But big goal Reedy scores big goals, more so away from home as well. Good goal for the first one. Gift from Fraser Horsfall, who plays a lazy backyard pass. Second goal, Hickway gives away the penalty. Third goal, look, I'm all for charity. I'm all for, giving. But Bailey Peacock Farrell, is the gift that keeps on giving. I think he literally, Birmingham went up by about 35,000 points last year. But you never felt sure with him. And even in that good Sheffield Wednesday team, I had my doubts about him. Plays a bad patch. And Dan Kemp, who scored big goals. I remember that goal. I think he scored away. Was it away at Barnsley? And I think he's got one away at Wrexham in space for 3 days last season. And it's great for Stevenage because last year, I think they only scored something like 17 goals on the road last year. Well, they've already scored 3. So I want them to be a bit more front-footed. Ennis did get them back in it with the most typical Niall Ennis of goals ever. I think that him and Alfie May are so similar that on the last line of the shoulders, nipping in, backyard of I think he got behind Pedriani, just switched off him and it got in good finish. And Blackpool did mount a little bit of pressure, but Stevenage, I thought, dealt with it well. Proper League One away performance. So great victory for the Borough. They did well last year, Stevenage. They just worked like Wigan. They just got it done, and it was very boring. They didn't score a lot of goals. They didn't entertain. They just drilled it out. Stevenage more so than Wigan. You expect them to drill it out, but that's a great victory for them. It's 3 points. It's 3 goals. Great Probably the perfect away day, location-wise as well. Great support base, only 300 of them, but made a lot of noise. They've got Rotherham to come, Northampton as well at home. So they'll be thinking, Port Vale after that, before some tricky ties. It's Huddersfield and Wycombe. That this Stevenage group, I think, can maybe learn, grow, adapt, and revel in his second year in management now. I like the look of this Stevenage group. I think they've really strengthened. Blackpool, an off day, 3 mistakes. Other than that, adding Dale Taylor, I think Blackpool will be more than fine. I'm not going to, rip into them. It's the first game, lot to go. Blackpool sides get better. Stevenage, I'm a big believer, and I've had an argument with the Barnet fan today. Why are we commenting on a team being poor? The other team, there has to be elements of good. Blackpool were great. Stevenage were good.
Yeah, not just Dale Taylor going in at Blackpool either, Ben, by the sounds of it. Also Malcolm Aboué, who came through Derby and then got a big move to Crystal Palace. He's also set to join the Seasiders. That with Dale Taylor adds something I don't think they have. Aboué is really quick down the right-hand side, fast, direct winger. Dale Taylor, that real sort of different profile to Niall Ennis. So I think in the long term, certainly this season, I think those two will be decent options for Blackpool. In terms of yesterday, I thought they were fantastic. That Stevenage were fantastic. They came with a game plan. They tried to make the game physical, in which they did. And Stevenage, with players that they've got in their team, the likes of Carl Piergianni, talking Charlie Good, Dan Butler, Luther Warden, Jordan Houghton, Jordan Roberts, Dan Kemp, even to an extent Jamie Reid. They're all very streetwise players, aren't they? And when they get in that situation, they thrive in a bit of a battle, and that's what they did. They got the Blackpool crowd up and against them. A Blackpool crowd that would be so expectant at, playing Stevenage.
Love you.
They'd expect to win. Maybe not. But yeah, a fantastic win for them. Jamie Reid twice, 2 goals. That will do the confidence for him, because he was injured, wasn't he, at the start of last season? Therefore, he couldn't really get off the mark. But Stevenage fans will be hoping that he is the sort of saviour for their goal drought this season. Dan Kemp scoring the decisive goal, a fantastic finish. Yes, Blackpool gave them a little bit of a hand, didn't they? With some poor back passes, some poor balls out from the back. But I think these things are going to happen, certainly while these lads are trying to learn what Steve Bruce is trying to teach them. 3 of that back 4, if you include the goalkeeper, are brand new to the team, in Horsfall, Hickway and Peacock Farrell. So it's going to take a little bit of time to really learn what Steve Bruce wants them to do. But a very good win for Stevenage, a statement win for Stevenage. And like you say, Ben, with the fixtures like you listed off there, they'll be backing themselves to get, to be maybe 12 points from 12, or maybe be 15 points from 15, even if everything goes their way. I still think they need to add a little bit. Maybe another sort of centre forward that's a different profile to what they've got. They've got Bez Labala can play up there. Obviously, they had Jamie Reid, but maybe someone that's a little bit different, that wants to stretch the game, running behind, a little bit of natural number 9 that wants to do that. Someone like, I say Niall Ennis, he won't be available, but somebody of the same profile as Ennis. But yeah, a good win for Stevenage, a real statement win. And I know Farley was excited. Farley was buzzing.
Mate, Farley would be excited if he won a corner.
Let's just hope he's got back to Hertfordshire in one piece.
Where?
Hertfordshire.
No, but where? Where?
You've been to his house. You've been to his house, haven't you? In where?
Where?
Where? Where does Farley live?
We had this for 2 hours on the way to Wembley.
Yeah, I wanted to kill him.
Huddersfield 3, Leyton Orient 1. Now, Huddersfield scored a home penalty, right? The last time they scored a home penalty was 1,984 days prior, in February 2020. A lot of things have happened since Steve Mooney scored that game as well. Since then, the UK has had 4 prime ministers, 3 lockdowns, Huddersfield have been relegated to League One, spent a year in League One. They've also lost a playoff final. I've also met Jake in that time, never knowing him before that. We've also worked on League One Live for our third full season, but coming into we worked together for 3.5. This is our 5th year together. On League One Live, we're not together, believe me. A lot has happened since then. Huddersfield score a home penalty through Alfie May, up and running. Jake complained on this show, was it 2 years ago now? Do you remember what you complained when George Dobson scored for Charlton because he didn't leave the ball to Alfie May to get him up and running? George Dobson scored in a 1-0 win at the Valley. Don't know if you remember complaining about it.
Yeah, I do remember that. I stand by that point.
Well, I do, but it's good that he's up and running. So then there you are. Joe Taylor got an assist of some sort.
Bit of a shank.
If that was at Lincoln. Great vision, Joe.
Well done, Joe.
Yeah. He's up and running. It still counts. I know you too. Huddersfield have only lost one of their last 10 league games against Leyton Orient, winning 6, drawing 3, scoring 2 goals in 8 of those matches. Obviously, Leyton Orient did win away at Huddersfield on the final day 4-1 last year. Also repeated Wigan Northampton. That was obviously at Northampton on the last day of last year. Great victory for them. Perfect in, I'd say, every department. When you've got Dion Charles, Joe Taylor coming on, great victory for them. Lee Grant basically came out saying we need to earn the right of the supporters' trust and backing and voices. And as a contrast to Duff, I feel like he's got the supporters on the base already. Great victory. And he ended that rot of losing each of the last 4 home opening day games as well, scoring just the 1 goal. 3 goals, 3 points, clean sheet, star striker up and running, nice squad depth. What more could you ask for? Obviously, they have got what more, and obviously they've got Joe Lowe, who will never get too high or never get too low.
Thanks, Ben. Can I just read you the bench for Huddersfield Town yesterday?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It's quite ridiculous. It's Bolker, who's really highly rated, Dion Charles, David Kasumu, Lee Nichols, Ruskin, Lass Sorensen, and Joe Taylor.
Made in Lincoln, that, mate.
That 7-a-side team would finish 4th in League One.
Obviously, you wouldn't get into your 7-a-side on a Friday because you'd have to fit in.
Yeah, exactly. They'd have to work around me.
Hi, Joe.
Joe Taylor would be out of the squad. Bless him. But yeah, I do feel sorry for him. They spent £3 million on him in January, and all of a sudden they've brought in Alfie May, and he's literally just tossed to the side like a used rag doll or whatever. But yeah, no, you have to do what's best for the team, and Lee Grant's done that by bringing in Alfie May. A great performance. It was dominant. It was exceptional. By the way, Sean Rowan played every single minute of last season, didn't miss a single minute in the league, 22 minutes into his Huddersfield Town debut, goes off injured. Did bring a wry smile to my face. But nevertheless, good win for Huddersfield. Marcus Harness, outstanding. led the team in midfield like an absolute G. Goodman in goal, decent. Ben Wiles, Alfie May, Joe Lowe making the great header as well to open his account for Huddersfield, and even bringing the players on. Ruskin, Sorensen, Kasumu, Taylor and Charles. They're not a bad 5 to bring on, are they? So, yeah, look, a fantastic performance. If that's Huddersfield on day 1, I'm very worried to see what Huddersfield are going to be like on day 46, because they were outstanding. They played Leyton Orient off the park. I was intrigued, Ben. I don't know if you saw a picture of the Leyton Orient away end before on the last day of last season compared to this season, and I feel really bad for the Orient fans, because I'm not trying to crowd shame, but very much you can see what momentum does for you. And when you've not achieved something that you all thought you might do, it reflected heavily in the ticket sales, didn't it? But
yeah, but I'm not
having a go at them.
I know you're not, and I'm going to stick up for it. They've been before, obviously, a large part of them has been, and yeah. So
there's not a harder game on the opening day of the season than going to Huddersfield away, given what they've spent. Orient have lost a load of key players. I can imagine a lot of Orient fans were probably dreading going to Huddersfield, but yeah, Huddersfield are a super team. Aren't
no,
they?
I don't get this crowd shaming.
Well, no one's
Oh,
crowd
hello.
surfing. You won't.
Oh, hello.
That's Bibby.
You don't know who that is, do you?
Bibby.
No, the person who's commented. Do you not see the screen? I know you've
Yeah, I
got
know.
bad eyes.
Yeah, I know. I know Jacob and Ollie Ball are. Yeah, I know they are.
Good lad. Welcome to the chat, lads. Welcome to the chat.
I'm not sure it
yeah.
is actually Jacob and Ollie Ball. I'll be very surprised.
They must love codlogs. Stockport County 2, Bolton 0. Hello, lads. What better, Simon? Stockport County win by 2-0 in a Sunday game as well. Stockport County unbeaten in their last 8 league games against Bolton Wanderers, winning 6, drawing 2, hitting 2 goals on average per game. But they kept it down from 5 to 2 this time. Bolton looked okay at times. They looked very short for me. Looked in terms of on the pitch, they looked lack of physical prowess. They look like a good technical side. Don't get me, and at home that might work, but away from home where you've got to rub your sleeves up a little bit, I just feel that I want a bit more from them. I feel like they're very nice technically, very nice on the eye, but there's not that real nastiness and grit that can get you through games in tough moments in tough parts of the season. Yeah, struggling to see it, but I think there may be 1 or 2 away. They're not far away. They've lost to Stockport away from home. We're going to be up there. Stockport have just brought in Nathan Lowe. You've got Norwood, Camps, and they've got a good squad. They've got a very, very good squad. For me, I think they're in a stronger place than they are in January. Taking away Louis Barry, obviously, he's a cheek. You have Louis Barry for Nathan Lowe, who's, maybe could go down the same path. As a loan spell goes, get the same influence. It'll be hard, don't get me wrong, and people probably look at me. But no, great victory for Stockport. Deserve credit.
Yeah, although I did think maybe Bolton did deserve something from the game. They did have a lot of opportunities that they didn't pounce on. John McAtee put one over, which he maybe should have scored. Max Conway, who I thought was excellent at left back for Bolton, hit the post. I know Aaron Morley also hit the post. So they did quite, and Corey Dye made a handful of really good saves to keep Stockport in the game. So I think Bolton can come away from it feeling quite aggrieved. I thought they were decent. I don't know. They're just so. I think their issues up front. I thought Mason Burstow did actually pretty well considering he'd not played a huge amount of first team football in his career. But I still think they need that experienced number 9. I look at Sam Dolby. I don't get it. Them vibes from him. I don't think John McAtee's a number 9. I don't think that Joe Randall can step up and play that role either. So I still think Bolton will need someone that is going to reliably put the ball in the back of the net. Someone like what Dean Charles was doing for them for so many years now. Everywhere else, I thought they were good. Like I say, impressed with Max Conway. Xavi Simmons had a good game in midfield. Ethan, to be fair to him, when he came on, looked all right. I did enjoy watching him sit on the bench for 75 minutes, so that was a good watch. But yeah, no, it was a good performance from Stockport. I think when they had their moments, they took them. Mothersill getting a goal on debut. I don't think he was massively impressive outside of that. Nathan Lowe ran hard. Carl Wootton, great header. I'll tell you what I was impressed with. Danny Andrew, when he came on, Ben, ex-Fleetwood boy, when he came on, that ball in for the second goal.
What he does, isn't it? Wow.
Typical Danny Andrew. And when they've got him and Owen Dodgson down the left-hand side, who is another new addition, but a very good one, their 2 crossing ability is second to none in this league. So, yeah, a fantastic win for Stockport. I thought they made the most of their moments more than Bolton did. Had Bolton taken one of theirs, I think it might have been a bit more interesting. But a good win for Stockport. Bolton need a number 9 and they need one quickly.
Yeah, agree with you there. Wigan 3, Northampton 1. Wigan won 10 of the last 13 league games against the Cobblers. Struggle there for the Cobblers. The last one now in 2020 with a 3-2 victory. Wigan have scored 7. Wigan have scored. Wigan scored 3 times. Said they would. Wigan have scored actually 7.5% of the goals they scored in last season. 40 goals last year wasn't enough. Bit boring, bit bland on the eye. But 3 goals yesterday will impress low. Great victory for them. Northampton, I put them in my bottom 4. I'm seriously worried about them this season. Wigan, who knows? Maybe can push on.
Do you know how long it took Wigan to register 20 shots on goal last season?
What, in a game?
No. Just 20 shots overall.
On target?
No, 20 shots in the season.
8 games.
No, 3.5 games it took them to get to 20 shots last season. It's taken them 90 minutes this year to get to 20 shots, which tells you everything that
Lowe
is trying to do. Very front-footed. Very impressed by Fraser Murray. He was the one name on the recruitment that I looked at and thought, I don't know a huge amount about him, but he came in and made the impact, didn't he? I think it was 2 goals for him. Christian Sadie up front, absolutely outstanding. He could hold the Titanic up. I believe he's even been holding up some of the tweets that the Wigan socials have been trying to put out last night, but he was holding them up. He was that good at the top end of the pitch. Joel Hungbo, big mention for him, 2 assists, a fantastic first game of the season for him. He obviously was at Rotherham last season and came into Wigan in January. That would be good for his confidence. A good day at the office for Wigan. Dara Costello he missed a sitter, didn't he, at the back post, where I think maybe 3 months ago Dara Costello would have put that in, but wasn't to be for him. But still a good win for Wigan. For Northampton, like you say, worried their only goal coming through Forbes, which I think was it was from a corner, wasn't it? So look, it is worrying for Northampton. Their lack of forward options is concerning. I mean, yesterday, Ethan Wheatley, who struggled to get in the Walsall team at the back end of last season, is starting up front, very highly rated at Manchester United, but not done a huge amount in senior football.
No.
Sam McGeehan playing out on one side, Sam Hoskins the other. Again, similar to what we talk about with Wigan, they need someone experienced to put the ball in the net because Tom Eaves is unreliable. Not every game.
5 years ago, he was all right.
Yeah. Not every game suits a Tom Eaves. Tom Eaves is a centre forward that you bring on in a certain situation when you're chasing games or when you're winning 1-0. Exactly that, when you're trying to close out a game or trying to desperately get back into a game. I think they maybe need a bit of creativity, that midfield as well. Dean Campbell and Tyrese Forner is not a creative midfield. There's not much coming from there. So I'm worried about Cobblers. I am worried about them. I see them in a couple of weeks when we go up there to play them. But yeah, I don't know. I think they're I think they're going to be looking over their shoulder all season, unfortunately, for their fans.
No, I agree. I think they've weakened, but I also feel as well other teams have got stronger than them, which
the floor's got higher, hasn't it?
A bit like Exeter, who we'll come to in a minute. But I think the clubs that have come up, Bradford, for example, like when Wrexham and Stockport came up, normally you look at the 4 clubs that came up, not always automatically to go down, but you think, okay, that's 2 places gone, realistically. And this year is going to be very tough. Chris, what a guy, by the way, gifting 5 Codsvlogs membership. He's always gifting. I'll have a look who he's gifted it to. Thank you so much. And I'll give you us all a shout out. He's
a what? Sorry, a shout out? Give you a shout out.
The ones that have been given it is Nunny, Bolton Wanderer 1963, Mickey Chun, Jake Cuppet, and Adam Ust, Reading fan. There you are. There's
Hi, Adam.
Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that. I do love you too. Right? Whichever one it is that you two typing at home, I do love you too. Don't get me wrong. There we are. You need a link up soon. Can we get content-wise? Can we get to 70 likes? You come on, drop the like as well. Thank you so much again, Chris. Right, we've teased it. I'm going to give you time to shine. You've got 30 seconds because you wouldn't. No, I'm going to give you 20 seconds for the two. No, I'm joking. Lincoln 2, Reading 0. Reading have just won one of their last 11 away league games at Lincoln City. Good victory for your 2 goals. Before the game, your striker left.
He's not a striker. He's a winger.
You're winger. You're attacking player.
For good money.
The week before, your midfielder left. A couple of weeks before that, your defenders leave. No problem. Lincoln City back with a 2-0 victory.
Clean sheet, mate. Yeah. yeah, look, devastated to lose Jovan, but for the money we're going to get from it, it's absolutely worth it, and it's a good move
He
for
turned up
him.
when it mattered.
Well, no, he didn't. Yeah. Anyway, point is, it's a great move for Jovan going to Norwich. Hopefully, he gets in there and has a really good time there, and hopefully they sell him on for big money. That's what we're hoping for. But really happy that we finally sold our first player for over £1 million. It is a lovely, lovely feeling. On the game, I thought it was two even teams. I thought Reading were decent. We sort of edged it first 25 minutes. That's how we go 1-0 up. I know it's unlucky from Mr. Burns, who came all the way from Springfield to give us our first goal of the season. Unfortunately, Smithies was not in goal for Reading to prevent the cock up. But yeah, a good win, a good goal. Really good for Rob Street to get some confidence playing on that right hand side. He looked electric first half. Then Reading came into it. Great save from George onto the post. And a disallowed goal. Should Reading have had a penalty? Maybe, but I think it would have been pretty soft. I think Marco Mahoney is equally backing into Adam Jackson as much as he's pushing him over. And then second half, again, we started off the better of the two teams. Jack Moylan should score from 2 yards out. To great save from Joel Pereira. We get the second goal. Trivella pass from Colin McBack pass. Bloke was outstanding. I've given him a load of stick.
Could have got a goal yesterday as well.
Look, Colin McGann, I'll be the first to say I've given him a load of stick, but he played really, really well yesterday. Great ball to Rico Hackett, who, sometimes when you have players running through on goal with so much time to think about it, they mess it up, they overthink it. Rico just slotted it home. And at 2-0, the one thing I was looking for, Ben, was learn your lesson from last year. How many times did we go 2-0 up and drawing 2-2 or getting pegged back to 2-2? Huddersfield, Charlton away, Bolton at home. I know we won that one. Thanks. But it was... I wanted to see us learn a lesson, and we killed the game. At 2-0, we completely killed the game. Really impressed, really happy. Reading will be a good side this year, so to beat them in the manner in which we did, I was really happy with. Paddy Lane came on and got some stick. I had a nice word with him about you, Nappers, which he had a bit of a smirk with when he first came on. I'll tell you that later. But yeah, no, a fantastic opening day win. Lincoln City are just good in August. We just are very good at the start of the season.
Just September onwards, isn't it?
It's just September to Christmas. We're absolutely woeful. But yeah, no, very happy, very good win. A lot of confidence. Obviously, now we've got a bit of money in the bank. Hopefully, we're going to spend that
in the Central Bank.
In the Central Bank, yeah. Hopefully, we spend some on some recruits, get some new players in that we can sell for lots of money. But yeah, very happy. Good win against a good side as well.
I think Reading, in my eyes, should have had a penalty kick. That changes the game. If not, I think the disallowed goal was disallowed. Great save by the goalkeeper, George Wickens. He made a really good one from Lewis Wing actually as well. He hit a post as well. So there was opportunities for Reading. So again, Rob Elliott, tough job this year because
Rob Elliott used to manage Crawley. Noel Hunt, you mean?
No, Nolan.
Noel Hunt.
I'm tired. Nolan, he's got a tough job this year because when you look at it, new owners have obviously come in, more expectation this year, sign a couple of players, Claudio O'Connor, Paddy Lane.
No Paulie in the team yesterday, by the way.
They've not signed too many, but they've signed enough where there's expectation now, where there's not. Like maybe unity that there once was. So it's going to be interesting to see, but great victory for the Imps. Bradford City begin a home game in the third tier for the 24th time in their history, and they've won 19 of which in front of 19,000 supporters. Again, Wycombe looks flat all over the place a little bit. Mike Dodds never really got going last year, and his football didn't really catch on. Bradford gave Graham Alexander and Chris Laketti new deals at the start of the week, signing 3-year deals. In that first half, Bradford were absolutely electric, and they didn't have a lot of the ball. Wycombe had a large portion of the game, but only expected goals of 0.09, but 6 shots on target. Anthony Sarcevic scoring a goal, which is good. I think there's been a lot of stick for Sarcevic in League One whenever he scored. It'd be good for him because obviously his last goal came, in that game away at Chester.
He actually scored this one.
3-1. he scored this one. Obviously, scored away at Chesterfield. Obviously, blanked in the games against Doncaster and Fleetwood. Because I don't know how that goal has gone down the side because he did not touch it. I've watched that goal back about 1,000 times. He's not touched it, but who cares? Bradford in League One, and we're so great to have them back. Great football club, great victory. At home, Bradford City will be very hard to stop, I think. And you look at the team yesterday, you look at the back line especially, Pennington, Wright, Tilt, are all new signings. So, again, there could be Nerfil as well, Torre. So the back five were all new signings. You've got Power and Lee in midfield as well. Sarcevic, Humphreys, Bobby Pennington up front. Great goal from him. Great victory. Udo did get one back, but a great victory for Bradford.
Did you just go extra deep for that last bit just so that we'd skip over the voice crack, or do you know, just not to make, sorry, Bradford fans, because I know you want to talk about how good you were. Do you know when you're in English at school and you're reading the same book and you all had to take your turns in reading, and you were just hoping God to earth that when you did your bit, your voice just wouldn't voice crack. Nappers is going through that now at the age of nearly 24. So,
mate, I'm not used to singing at games.
So his voice is cracking, bless him. But yeah, no, a good win for Bradford. They were decent. I mean, the first goal is a bit of a gift, isn't it, from old Mickey Van Sass, who palms it straight to
good save originally.
Yeah, good save, but he palms it to a really poor area where Sarcevic takes advantage. Great goal from Bobby Point in the second one, well set up by Humphreys into the bottom corner. And to be honest, it could have been more. Bradford had opportunities in that first half to completely kill the game off. But Wycombe, to their credit, they did stay in the game and got that goal ultimately through Dan Udo into the second half. I think the big talking point from a Wycombe point of view, because as good as Bradford were, there's a lot of speculation, isn't there, at the moment regarding Richard Kone left out of the matchday squad. Yesterday, that will only fuel further rumours that he's set to be leaving. I think Swansea bid for him. Leicester City are certainly interested, according to a mate of mine who supports Leicester. So, and that's a big loss. If they lose Richard Kone, yeah, they'll be well compensated. But how many centre forwards at this level are better than Richard Kone? I mean, the only one I can think of really is James Collins. So, yeah, it's a shame. Don't worry, it was a joke. Don't worry, it was a joke.
I never know with you. You're definitely not joking.
No, I'm not. You're right. I am. But yeah, it'd be a massive loss, and I'd have to recruit, because Dan Udo as an option is good. Look at the bench. I think never played in England before. I don't know how that's going to work out. But still, a very, very good win for. Sorry. No, I'm not going to. No, Ben, don't do it because he's upset.
I know. You know something. I don't care if we lose.
He absolutely ranted and raved at me this morning, and I think he was well and truly within his rights, given they lost to Harrogate at home on the first day of the season. But coming back to Bradford, very good win, like you say, new look. I think there was some. Did you answer the phone how I did? I hope you did. Oink me lover. No, I didn't, unfortunately, because I think he would have killed me. But I think a lot of Bradford fans think that some of their better players were on the bench yesterday. Jensen Metcalf, not Jason Metcalf. Will Swan, Lapsley, Brad Halliday as well, who was so good for them last season. So, yeah, a good win for Bradford. Whether that's Bradford showing that they're at Wycombe's level, or whether that's Bradford riding the momentum of being in League One for the first time in a while, I don't know. But I think that the next couple of months or so are really going to be telling, but a good win for them.
Yeah, agree. Good win for Rotherham, who won by 2-1. And Rotherham actually ended a streak of failing to win any of the last 15 league games against a newly promoted side, losing 11 of whom there's a 2-1 win against Sunderland in Championship in February 2023. Sam Nombe becomes the first Rotherham player to score 2+ goals on the opening day since Lee Frecklington.
Oh, my mate.
Netted a break against Alexander in the 2013-14 season.
I love Lee Frecklington.
Yeah, you're mates with her, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm mates with Lee Franklinton.
Tell the
It's pretty
people
cool.
are you friends with him?
Well, he plays football next to us, doesn't he? Yeah, on a Friday night.
He's
He's
a great storyteller.
great storyteller. Told me a lot about Matt Hamshaw actually. The last couple of weeks, but
I bet you're just like, can I just get me notes for League One Live?
no, not quite. Yeah, but
I
no,
will be.
great player, great bloke. But yeah, Rotherham. By the sounds of it, yes, they played well for one half. They also didn't play very well for the other half. And Port Vale were pretty similar. Really came back into it second half. Sam Nombe is a good goal scorer at this level, isn't he? Took his goals really well. I think there's reportedly some interest in him. So whether Rotherham can keep him between now and the end of the window, if someone comes in with some good money, you might see Sam Nombe depart Rotherham. But good for him to start his season off with 2 goals. Port Vale grew back into the game. Like I say, they'll feel hard done by. They didn't maybe get a point, but still a decent performance and some positives to take for Port Vale. If they can play like they did in the second half at Vale Park against a lot of teams in this league, I think they're going to end up being all right. 2 red cards in this game, which were a little bit crazy. Headley and former Fleetwood boys at Jules, 2 yellow cards for him. Little bit. What's that? What was that cough for?
Can you stop picking on me?
How am I picking on you?
Um,
I just said Zach Jules used to play for you. Am I factually incorrect?
no, you said you're all right, mate. I coughed.
Yeah, I'm just worried about you. That was all, mate. But still, Rotherham will be happy that they've won a game on opening day. Port Vale, positives to take, but yeah, they'll be looking to get underway at Vale Park on Thursday. They play on Thursday this week, don't they?
Have to watch that. Good victory for Rotherham. They're better in the second half, but can't be gifting a couple of goals away before turning up. New sirens. I'm getting sirens. Something's happened. No, it's not a lockdown. It's not a bomb. It's not a world war. Burton have won in August.
I know it's not on, is it?
Stop the Lord. Great victory for them, 2-1. First home day win since 2015. Thank you, David. First win in August for 4 years. Gary Bowyer even coming out with one of these. A little fist bump in there as well. Great victory at home. I'm not going to say this is a massive 3 points. I know we're only 1 game in. But if both those clubs, I'd imagine we'll probably be in the bottom 6, bottom 8 come the end of the year. We could come back and look at that as a massive 3 points. Charlie Webster, by the way, what a player. He loves scoring against sides like Mansfield, geographically teams near Mansfield as well, and scoring the winners, doesn't he? Boom, boom, boom.
Just
boom.
because you've not been in a good enough league to play Charlie Webster, that doesn't mean you can take the mick out of me when he does score against Lincoln, by the way. But yes, a good win for Burton. A good day for Jake Beasley, who absolutely dominated Ryan Sweeney at the back, who had a poor return to the Pirelli, but Burton fans won't care. Charlie Webster in midfield. Both of his goals were very well taken. I understand your nephew maybe could have done better with a chance. Amari has told me about that he said he should have scored, but
JJ.
Yeah, he said he should have scored, but he had he thought he played pretty well. But he said the most important thing was that they won the game of football, which they have done, and that will now be. They've got the monkey off the bat now, haven't they? I felt like the longer the season went on last year, it just kept becoming a thing. And similarly, remember when Cheltenham didn't score for how many games was it been? Was it 10 or 11 games? And it just kept becoming a thing. But now they've got that off the bat. They've won a game in August. But yeah, decent strikes from Charlie Webster. Mansfield I thought were really poor outside the goal, which
If that was a Lincoln goal of season nomination already in August.
Mate,
confidence.
When
unbelievable striker. You won't see many better. Unbelievably talented.
When they've got players Trevellaring assists, then maybe we might have a chat. Do you know what I mean? Apart from it's not special that. But yeah, look, a good win, a good win for Burton Albion.
What?
You're Do you know what you were? You were telling me you were house proud the other day. Do you remember?
I wasn't there. I was proud at all.
You're always house proud about Fleetwood Town, by the way. Can I add? Always. But a good win for Burton, nonetheless, Ben. Mansfield, apart from the goal, didn't create a huge amount. There was a shout for a penalty, which I thought would have been pretty soft. But still disappointing for Mansfield. I thought they recruited pretty well over the course of summer. I know I was waxing lyrical about them in the summer business. I think it's going to take a bit of time for them all to gel together. They still need a couple of more, and maybe need to keep a hold of one or two as well. So yeah, good win for the Brewers, and they'll be looking to go to Barnsley on Saturday, and try and go 6-6.
We got 17,500 subscribers on the show live on Monday. We're 6 subscribers away from 17,600 subscribers. So if you can keep the momentum up, we'd love, ideally in a world, to get 19,000 subscribers before Christmas. 20k before my birthday is my ultimate aim. I'd love that. 21k by the end of the year is my aim this season. I'm going to put in the most ambitious aim that I've ever put on. I'm going to say it live. So I need every single one of you. So if you're in the chat now and you have it down there, there's a button that goes down there. Press subscribe. It is free. It helps us out so much. We are live every Sunday during the footballing season, but obviously when there's like 2 games, but we'll have that on. We are here pretty much for 50 shows a season. So we're here. There's a lot of us. So subscribe down below and give us a like, because subscribe brings more people to the channel. And more people to the channel, we welcome Cardiff City as they come in to League One. This was Cardiff's first league game, actually, in the 3rd tier, since a 1-1 draw with Crewe in May 2003. So they have spent 22 long years away from the promised land after being in the Championship and the Premier League. Welcome back to the Big Boys League. Cardiff win on the opening day for the first time in 3 years. And again, the youngest goal scorer, Ronan Capicchio?
I'm going to let you I'm not going to try. I'm going to let you do it.
Capicchio?
Sure. Sounds
Capicchio? Good. No idea. Who do you think the previous EFL, he played for Crystal Palace in 2010. Gone on to have a great career.
Yeah, Wilfred Zaha.
Well done. 17 years, so he's become the youngest. Bear in mind, so I went through this and I looked at the team yesterday, how young Cardiff was. We all know Peterborough's was. When they played Fleetwood a few years ago, I looked at the squad, and this was when they, not in the prime, but I would say up there with the best team that we've seen Peterborough at this level. They had a really like Cipriano, Collins, really Ricky J. Jones, Pocky was in there, Mason Clark. You looked at their squad and you thought, wow, this is like wonder kids here. And I said, I think that squad was worth £20 million at the time. And I still, you look at them, what the world going and do. Cardiff 11, the starting 11, had an average age of 21.81. Peterborough had an average age of just over 22, 22.09. 443 years on this planet between 22 footballers, which is absolutely mental, by the way. An average age of 21.95 in the starting lineups. Peterborough give chances out to young players. It works and it doesn't work. You've got to be patient. And I think Peterborough fans will have to be patient this year, because they're maybe not the well-polished Peterborough side. They let go of players. They might not bring in the finished product, but they will bring a body in. And that's... Sorry to go back to it, but Fleetwood are trying to be that more, but I don't think they don't replace at times, which frustrates me. I'll be honest, and I'll say they kind of rely on players within the club rather than going somewhere else and letting them develop, which is fine. That's why you've got the academy there for. I get it. But Peterborough are given chances. Cardiff have obviously had to go to the younger ages. They have got players on the bench. Robinson, 30 years old, on the bench yesterday. They have got players like that. I will think they'll need more players, Cardiff, on the lines. A bit like Wigan, when they have that young squad, they'll need bodies at some point in the 46-game season. It's a long, grueling period. But good victory for them, some good goals scored. Peterborough, I think they've got more than enough quality to be fine this year. It's going to be interesting. Good victory for Cardiff if you want to get your opening day with a victory.
You do, mate. Yeah, and I thought they were decent. Cardiff, they made a couple of chances. This Salets that they've got up front, I think he's going to be a bit of a cheat code in League One if he does stay past the end of the summer window. But I thought they were good. Colwell in midfield, Ruben. Joel was all right, but Ruben was really the star piece for Cardiff. Excellent young lad in midfield who had a good year for him in the Championship last year. I thought they were decent. They're unlucky to go behind. The Peterborough penalty comes from Declan Frith, who's on debut made a really good driving run towards the back four, towards penalty area. Whether it's a penalty or not, I'm not overly sure. I think there's 2 fouls in there maybe, and normally the referee gives the first one, so I don't know why he's given the penalty. I thought it was quite soft when I saw it. Well taken from Bradley. Instagram story, lad.
Yes, mate, you know it's well.
From Bradley Avoinian. Yeah, and then Cardiff, well, they came back into it, didn't they? Two really good goals. They'll be happy. Big crowd in there, early kickoff. Sun was shining. I think it's a good win for Cardiff to get up and running. And I thought they maybe could have won it by more than the 1 goal as well. So yeah, fantastic for Cardiff. Welcome to League One. Looking forward to seeing some of their fans hopefully in the chat between.
Yeah, hopefully we welcome everyone, don't we? And I think we've done well on that in welcoming people. We miss our Blues fix. Hello, any Blues fans watching? Hope you're all well, me lovers. Doncaster 1, Exeter 0, and again a big game for this. And I know I'm talking like a 1 game in. I think Doncaster will be more than fine this year, but newly promoted sides like Doncaster that you just want to get their first aim. They'll be thinking mid-table this year. Don't get me wrong, because they've got more than enough quality. But their aim, realistically, will be staying in the division. Exeter's aim is also. So I'm always a big believer in those clubs that aim will be to stay up bare minimum. That there's probably about 9 clubs I would say that would see this as we've got to stay up at the bare minimum. I'll go for me: Wimbledon, Doncaster, Exeter, Vale. Bradford will be thinking that because coming up, don't get me wrong, I know they'll be wanting more. Stevenage will be thinking we can push on, but the first aim is get survival. So those types of clubs will be thinking, Mansfield as well, Burton, get that first victory on the board. It's important. So I think a late goal, 88 minutes, getting your first win, because the last thing you want to do is chasing things when you're going down the line of, we've not 1 for 3, we're not 1 for 4, because it becomes a thing then. They've got the first win, might be from a penalty spot. Luke Molyneux's up and running as well. Good. It wasn't great penalty, but it was cool, composed down the middle. Keeper doesn't save it. It's a good penalty in my eyes. Doesn't matter if it's not good, it goes in the back of the net. It's got the good outcome that you want. Good victory for them. Doncaster have actually lost 5 of the last 7 EFL games against Exeter. So finally getting that kind of rub of the green. And Doncaster have recorded back-to-back opening day victories in the EFL for the first time since 2004. Can you tell me who they beat last year on the opening day? He won 4-1.
Oh, it was a League 2 game.
They're in League.
No, I was about to say Harrogate, but I don't think it was Harrogate.
A club like Harrogate.
Well, there's not many. Accrington.
Yeah, bang on.
Huh.
Well done.
Clever clogs. I was about to say Fleetwood.
Yeah, we won that against Grimsby opening day last year, actually. We did you a favour.
Good
victory for them. Exeter, where do you stand? Where do you stand on both of these teams, and where do you stand on the game, Jake?
Well, I don't stand. I'm sat down.
Shut up.
But
don't get smart.
But yeah, it was a close game. It was really a really tight game that was basically decided from a handball, wasn't it? Stupid hand in the air from Sil Swinkles, who I think he's still having nightmares about Jova Makama from March, to be honest with you. But yeah, stuck his hand up in the air like he was listening to a Miley Cyrus song and gave a penalty away. Luke Molyneux, obviously the main candidate to take it, took it up and put it away really nicely. Yeah, I think it was a decent performance from them. For Doncaster, like you say, they'll want to finish in their top half, but I think, like you say, get to 50 points, make sure you're going to be a League One team again, because I remember when they last came into the league, they they stayed up. They were in the playoffs and they just progressively got worse. They need to build themselves back into a decent League One side this season. For Exeter, I do worry. I really do worry for Exeter. I mean, I said, I've seen, Jaden Ware with the goal up front this time from Reading. I've learned more about him through his mum and dad on TikTok than I have by watching him. I am worried about their recruitment. Joe Whitworth was a decent. We mentioned this last week, didn't we? That we were worried about them. That they haven't got the quality and depth. I don't think they've got a decent League Two team, but I think they're going to come up short this year. So, yeah, unfortunately, a poor result for Exeter because it was a long way to go, wasn't it, on the opening day to get beat? But Donny, they'll be all right.
Them pretty much, bar Plymouth.
And Bristol Rovers, but they got relegated, so they won't be playing them anytime soon. But maybe next season in League Two. God, I bet Ben hates me. But yeah, look, a decent win for Doncaster. Good to get off the board.
Yeah, agree. Last game, and we're going back to the Friday night game, as Luton Town came away with a 1-0 victory over a stubborn but newly promoted Wimbledon side. Luton had actually lost 4 of their last 30 league games against newly promoted sides. So a really good record, winning 15 of those. And it was a tough game for them because they had to wait and probe, and Wimbledon tried to play a bit of football, found it hard to get out at times. Look, a couple of years ago, one was in the Premier League and one was in League Two. Wimbledon are doing really well. One of the two well-known clubs, Exeter and Wimbledon, that I've tipped both to go down this year, unfortunately, which I don't like doing. And it's an own goal by Johnson. That's the difference maker. It's something small, but it ultimately wins games. And I said on this channel last week, and I stand by it, and I think, there's often a phrase and a team that I don't pick on, but I say a certain thing about every year, and I sound like a broken record. And that same thing was on Wimbledon. They'll be in games. They won't play the greats of stuff. They'll try and nick a 1-0 and draw 0-0 like they did last year. And a lot of times they drew 0-0 or won 1-0 last year or 1-2-1. They won by the odd goal. More so 1-0, especially where at Grimsby on the last game to get into the playoffs. 1-0 away at Notts County at home to Notts County and 1-0 in the playoffs. All of those games, realistically, in my eyes, could have gone either way. I thought the Notts game, they were good away from home, good away performance, but Notts had chances. I thought the Grimsby game, again, even game at times. I thought the final against Wales, it was a very poor game of football where nothing really happens. Walsall had a big chance. Wimbledon had one big chance. Wimbledon scored theirs. In League One, there's a bit of a difference in quality where Wimbledon now aren't that side that you'd fancy to go and nick it. They might nick it one every 6, one every 5 or 6. And that's ultimately not enough, where in League Two, they probably nick it more often than not. You believe in them to go to Walsall, Fleetwood, Notts County, wherever in the division and go and win 1-0. And I don't trust them this year to quite do so because I don't think they quite got the nous, the prowess. They'll be in a lot of games. They'll stick in it. But I think they'll lose a lot of games 1-0. And that is it. And I said it last week. I think they'll lose a lot. That the other day, they probably would feel they should come away with a 0-0. Ultimately, you don't get what you deserve sometimes. And they probably got more than what they deserved last year. Look, you've got to be good defensively to get wins in League Two. You have. But in League One, you've got to step up and get that goal. That's just my opinion. And I'd love Wimbledon to go and prove me wrong. I just feel that I reckon this year Wimbledon will lose 20 matches. And I reckon I will say 12 of which will be by 1 goal. That is what I will say. I'm going to put that out there now. I reckon they'll lose 12 games this season by 1 goal. And that is, if it's 12 points, if you draw them, that they probably would get in League Two, sorry.
Hopefully one of those is on Saturday then, because that's where we're
I can see Lincoln going away at Wimbledon and winning 1-0.
Yeah, I can. I completely agree with you. I agree. I actually thought Wimbledon were okay on Friday night. I thought they defended really well. They limited a Luton team to not many chances, and when they did, Nathan Bishop made a couple of really good saves to keep them in the tie. I thought he commanded his area particularly well. And they looked a threat on the break. Asimwe, I thought, had a really good game at right wing back. Thought Kelly up front looked shifty. I remember speaking to David about him. I thought Hippolyte as well made a couple of really dangerous runs, and they did give Luton a question or two to answer. and they defended really well. It's just that luck, isn't it, that sometimes you get in a promotion season and you don't get when you're fighting down the bottom. We say this all the time. I completely agree with you. I don't see Wimbledon with the quality to win many games of football at this level. I don't think they're going to do so. In those games where it's based on finer margins, their players are not as experienced or are at the caliber compared to their opposition. So, for example, they've got Matty Stevens, who's not a reliable goal scorer at this level, playing up front. Next weekend, if he gets half a chance, is he going to take it? Maybe. James Collins gets a chance. Do you back James Collins to take it? You absolutely do. So that's just the difference at this level, isn't it? The caliber of player coming up against is way higher than it is in League Two. And look, I think they're going to struggle. But in fairness, I think they will ground results out. I think there will be games where they go up a goal unexpectedly and see it out and win 1-0. Maybe even at top teams in the league, maybe like a Huddersfield or maybe somewhere else. A decent fancy side. I can see them go 1-0 up and maybe holding out. But I still, like I say, with a couple of teams, they still need a couple more in through the door. I think they need maybe some more attackers, some proven League One attackers. Hackford looked good when he came off. Danilo Orsi, is he going to score the goals to keep him up? Don't know. Don't think so. So, yeah, difficult for them because I thought they played well but didn't get what they deserved. And I have a real bad feeling for Wimbledon fans. That's going to be quite a common concern for them this year.
Yeah, agree with you there. 12 games done and dusted. We've done it in 70 minutes.
It's not like us, this, is it?
We've done it in an hour because we started at like 10 minutes, didn't we? We are now 3 subscribers away.
Come on, Pete.
17,600. So come on.
Come on,
the gang for loads of League One content this season. We'll do a Q&A with 10 minutes to go, but I believe we've got some predictions. Jake won last year. We need a forfeit still.
We've done we've got a forfeit.
Oh, karaoke. That's fine.
Yeah, that's happening. Look at Ben, little worried little face, looking at him. Worried little face. Mate. You don't need to worry because you are actually leading. You got 9 points this week by predicting 2 correct scores. Do you know which ones you got right?
I will say
they both were. Well, I can't say what score they were because they gives it away.
I got the Rotherham score.
Nope.
And the Cardiff score.
The Cardiff score. Yep.
And
you got the Brewers score.
Definitely didn't get that. Burton, did I get that?
You got the Burton score right.
Whilst I didn't football 2-1.
I didn't get any. So so that means Ben, you got 9 points and I got 6. So you can't
stop the count.
You're 3 in front. Yeah, we're not stopping the count.
I was about how many points were they ahead last year though?
I was like 14 points in front of you by the end of the season. So I'm not concerned. It's game week 1. Right, game week 2 starts on Thursday this week, Ben. So we've got lots of football. We've got football on Thursday. Who are playing on Friday? Is it Ipswich, Birmingham on Friday? Wrexham are the early kickoff on Saturday, and then we've obviously got our own games. There's not a Sunday game, but we'll be absolutely fine. We'll get through it. Right, Ben. First, coming to you for Thursday night football at Vale Park as Port Vale take on Cardiff.
1-0 Port Vale.
Interesting. I'm going to go Vale 1, Cardiff City 1.
It was my turn to go first, wasn't it?
That was your turn to go first, yeah. This is now my turn to go first, and then we'll be back to you, all right? Main character energy. Goodness me. Peterborough versus Luton at London Road. Early kickoff. Oh, that's quite a difficult one, actually, I think. I'd really like to see where you're thinking for that one. I'm going to go Peterborough United 1, Luton Town 2.
Peterborough 2, Luton 1.
So you've gone opposite. Ben, coming to you for a decent game on paper. Reading versus Huddersfield Town.
Yeah, football's played on grass. 1-0 Huddersfield.
That's tough. That I'm gonna go. Did you say 1-0? I'm gonna go Reading. Oh, Reading want to start. I'm gonna go Reading 2, Huddersfield 1. I think Reading turn it around. Right, me first for AFC Wimbledon versus those beautiful imps. I'm gonna go AFC 0, Lincoln City 1.
2-0 Lincoln.
Love that from you, Benny boy. Come to you for Barnsley
No, 2-1 Lincoln.
Wimbledon and Lincoln.
I can't go in here and say they're going to lose loads of games by 1 goal and say, oh yeah, 2-0.
2-0 or 2-1?
2-1.
2-1. Ben, coming to you for Barnsley versus Burton Albion.
Two-1 Barnsley.
Sod. I'll go 2-0 Barnsley for me. Bolton Wanderers versus Plymouth Argyle. The Stephen Schumacher derby. I'm going to go Bolton. I'm going to go Bolton Wanderers 2, Plymouth Argyle 0.
2-1 Bolton.
Coming to you first, Ben, for Exeter versus Blackpool.
2-0 Blackpool.
I'm going to go 2-1 Blackpool. I think he might be a bit edgy. Leyton Orient versus Wigan. Now, this is Parmex versus Hugh and Charlie.
It made Charlie Keegan.
It's Paul Thorpe.
And Barry Worthington.
Barry Worthington. Love the progress.
He's great, Jake, isn't
he? Big
what a
shout
guy
out.
Charlie Keegan is, by the way.
Yeah, big shout out to the entire Progress of Unity gang.
Oh, we love him.
People. I'm going to go Orient 1, Wigan 1.
He really helped me out the other day, Charles. So thank you very much for help with the League One and League Two thumbnails. Wigan, Leyton Orient. Leyton Orient. Leyton Orient, you go 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
And you go 1-0 Wigan.
Interesting. Mansfield versus Doncaster Rovers. They're the only Rovers in the league. Go on. 1 each.
Donny Rovers.
Donny Rovers. Stags 2, Doncaster Rovers 1. Northampton versus Bradford. Those chickens are going to go 2 for 2. Northampton Town 0, Bradford City 1.
You absolute idiot.
But I can't help it, mate, can I?
2-1 Bradford.
Fantastic.
I can just see it like Matthew Pennington from a corner.
Yeah.
Scoring the winner.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then Stevenage, Ben, for you. Stevenage versus Rotherham United.
2-0 Stevenage.
I'm gonna back a 1-1 draw. They drew 1-1 their back end of last season, didn't they? And then finally for me, Wycombe Wanderers versus Stockport County. Quite a decent game to finish on there. I'm gonna go Wycombe Wanderers.
3-0 last year, wasn't it?
What's a Stockport?
Yeah, and 5-0 to Wycombe at Stockport.
I'm going to go Wycombe Wanderers 1, Stockport County 2.
1-1.
There you have it. They are our game week 2 predicciones. That was
Any
good fun,
questions to finish us off? Get them in below.
Finish us off.
Finishes off the show. You got a dirty mind.
Absolutely.
You've got an horrible mind, you Jake.
Absolutely.
Doncaster
Rovers.
Rovers.
Parmex is too busy doing his score predictions. Look.
Ben, can you let us know when you're going to on your podcast? I see them to me somewhere. I'm not on Facebook or the other media than YouTube. I would very much. So if you go down below and you press the bell, Chris, so next to subscribe, there's a bell. You could press that. So yeah, that's when I kind of go live as well. But yeah, if there's a way of messaging you, mate, I will give you a message and let you know. So if you get your book, you can press the bell, and it'll always tell you for anyone as well when I upload. So you'll never miss it because sometimes it gets lost in some boxes, or some people think, "Oh, not that annoying little dweeb again," meaning me, not you.
I'm
Well,
not a little dweeb.
no, you're a big dweeb.
Correct.
Can we see the league table? No.
Come on. I don't think we showed the league table at all last year.
No, we will not show it until
10 games in.
the end of September.
10 games in.
10 games in. Who do you think who do you reckon the runners up to the Bantams will be? Lincoln.
Yeah, us and Bradford getting promoted. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be lovely.
You were convinced you were going to get them last game of the season, weren't you?
I think we should have done because it's the closest game to the anniversary of the fire. I think it would have been nice, but I don't know when we go there. I think we go there. I think they come to us first. I can't remember, but it's no doubt it'd be a nice occasion.
Yeah, two good fashionable football clubs, and yeah, great show, Jake, to start us off.
Have we run out of questions already?
We've run out of questions. Yeah.
No, we haven't. You're a liar. You're a liar. Hugh and Sadie are both here asking questions, and you just glossed over them.
I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, the answer to that is I don't know, Hugh. I'm sorry.
I really don't know. I tried to Google it halfway through the show. I was like, I don't know.
Who do you think will be the dark horse of League One this season, Ben? Who's going to come from nowhere?
I don't like people saying Lincoln because you support them, and the idea of you
come on,
and you're having a good year, and like going up. Oh my God, the unbearable!
Going up, say we are.
Imagine you. Yeah, I can't do League One live anymore.
I've joined Wardy and Tom on the champ this week. Bye bye.
Yeah. That would
ruin you.
That would be hell. Because like,
what would happen?
That'd be cheap, not without me.
What happened? I think you'd like. What happens if Oxford get relegated and then we get promoted? Would you take Wardy on?
No. Genuinely, I love Wardy to bits. I wouldn't have anyone other than you on this show.
Oh, but we're in the Championship, mate. I don't care about lower leagues. I leave.
All right, Tom.
Harsh.
You know something?
I would stay.
Charlie Keegan.
I told you I would stay, didn't I? I told you I would stay.
Charlie Keegan.
Even if we do get promoted.
Sue, your manager, Jake, you're staying. But brilliant. Sue, like, I'm dead. I'm in the box. Jake. It's just typical of Jake, that, isn't it? Not turning up. Knowing you're going to pass away on a Saturday night or a Sunday and leave me in lurch. Can you at least like
when I'm 84 and we're still doing League One live?
Yeah. With our little Horlicks and Worthing.
I'll have a bag up here, mate, making sure I'm hydrated.
Yeah, with your cordial.
Yeah, with a bit of squash.
How do you reckon Josh Nerfel, or however it's spelled, will sell for?
He's a wing back, so 400 grand.
Yeah.
Last Sorensen was a way better player than Josh Neufeld, and he only sold for 400 grand. So I don't think you get more than that.
Hard to remember. Imagine if
Championship live. Yeah, Fleet would be difficult because Fleet would be in the National League by then.
You know something? I'm going to say it now. I have one dream, and my dream is I just want a year this year. And I'm saying to Kershaw, it would mean the world to me. I was about to swear. It would mean the world to me if Fleetwood can get promoted to League One. Not just for being promoted, because I've seen promotions when I was younger. You know, I didn't really understand football at all. I was like,
you saw a promotion to the Premier League, didn't you?
Yeah. Good day at Wembley a year ago. 2 years later,
Blackpool.
1 out of 1. It's all gone downhill since I started going with you. By the way, there'll be issues if Blackpool get to play our final this year.
Apparently, David's put a question in the chat.
We will come to the questions, but it'd mean the world to me if we can get promoted this year to League One, to be back on this League One live. Honestly, I feel like a bit like an imposter at the minute. I'm not going to lie.
Result for Birmingham Ipswich.
We have covered all teams. I'll be putting time codes in after the show, but yeah, we've covered them. If you skip back, you should be able to find it.
Who's going to win, Blues or Ipswich? That's my top two in the Championship, so I think it's a draw.
Just let you know, I've put Birmingham to get promoted via the top two. I think Birmingham will win.
Interesting. Who had the most surprising result of the weekend, do you think?
I'm
just going to have a look at them now.
In League Barnsley, I think.
I was literally... You took the words right. Maybe Stevenage as well, to be fair to him. No one was expecting them to go up there to Blackpool and win, were they?
No. What else have we got?
Thomas has got a question down the bottom. Look.
I'm confident we will win Friday. We'll be raring to go.
Yes, I saw Stano scored against Forest yesterday. I think the left
cheers,
back...
David. We only said that.
Yeah, cheers, David. Left back, centre holder, midfielder, two wingers.
Hang on a minute. Whoa. Stop right there. Last week, when I said I think Lincoln needed 4 more, 3 more.
Right, no, wait there. I said 3. You said 4 or 5. You said 4 or 5. You said 4 or 5.
Right? You've just said 2 wing. I know.
Jovan's gone. That makes a difference. A player's leaving, so we need to.
Yes, I get that, but all of a sudden you had him. When you went,
I said 3.
Too short.
I said 3.
You didn't. You said a right back, a holding midfielder, and 2 wingers.
I said
4.
No, but listen. Last week I said we were 3 short. Now we sold Jovan, we're now 4 short.
You said 2, maximum 3.
So I said 3.
You know.
I said 3.
Shut up. Otherwise I'll start shouting my favourite words in my sleep. Mum.
Oh, do you want me to run into the kitchen where you did it? So I'll show everyone the crime scene.
Yeah. So basically I stayed at Jake's before Wembley. And I was down there on the floor, and I basically had a panic attack in my sleep. Mum! Oh. There you are. Wycombe was still dominant the game.
A deadline day show.
It's great. Oh. I was going to ask you that today. I thought about that before. Should we do it?
What day is deadline day? I can book a day's leave.
I'll do the same.
I'll book a day's leave because it'll be hard. It'll be bloody long.
When's deadline day?
September the 2nd, I want to say.
Let me have a look. Of course we'll have a look.
Of course we'll have a look. I'm just waiting for the people to see it now. Right, where are we? Oh, David's crying.
Monday the 1st of September.
Monday the 1st. So what we should do that week, we should delay League One Live to the Monday and do the League One Live and a transfer deadline day show on the Monday night.
What, go live at 7 o'clock?
So go live like we normally do. No, that's 4 hours, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Do League One Live
at 8 o'clock,
and then we'll do transfer deadline day afterwards.
I'm going to book something in. I'll speak it because I want my bottle of aftershave back. No, I want to come down, so I'm going to sort it out. I'll sort it out in a game that Fleetwood are either local. Notts County's local to you, isn't it?
Yeah, fair. Yeah, it's about an hour. Well, we drove from mine to Notts.
Yeah, an hour. Notts County. So 5th of September. I'll come down. I'll book it off now. After the show, I'll give you a ring after the show, Sue, if you're available. So yeah, let's have a look on the subscriber update. Come on, we are on. I think we're still 3 away. We're still 3 away. So if you could go and give us a subscription. Come on now. 3 away.
I
Um,
can't. Oh, I can't wait for that to be clipped up and sent to me.
what?
What I just did.
What did you do? Oh, the
Yeah.
David group chat.
Go on,
You know
David.
the appreciation to our
Jack,
legends.
can I just say, Jack, who is currently an hour and I don't know how far he is behind, but he's been it'll be an hour and a half behind, right? Because he started watching about 20 minutes ago.
Who's that? Links.
Yeah, he'll have no idea what's going on. He's going to be mentioned at the end of the show. He's got no idea.
Hi, Links. You all right, mate?
Hi, Jack.
Fancy seeing you here, mate.
What's the love?
Right.
Good, isn't it?
90 minutes, Jake. Good show, lad.
Is that
Yeah.
that was really cringe. Can we never do that ever again?
Let's never do a show together ever again. That's a better idea. We still draw ourselves back to each other. We've never really had a falling out, and I've never sacked him. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Thank you very much. It's appreciated by me. It's appreciated by Jake. Jake, thank you for coming on, mate.
No worries, pet.
Shut up.
I loved it. See you next week, nappers.
If you want to come on Thursday. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. It took me a while to process that. Yeah, I'm all yours. Whatever you need me to do, I'll be on that show. I'd love to. And if you're coming down.
Sorry, Charlie. Sorry.
Charlie, are you coming down for the weekend? Let me know. Give us a text. I will talk. It'll be good to see you as well. But thank you very much for watching. Subscribe on your way out. Like on your way out. Thank you for your support. Getting bigger and closer to 18,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching. Go and listen to Jake's pod over on this stage here for the Lincoln podcast. Appreciate it. Jake, good night, mate.
Good night. See you next week.
Good night, Irene.
Bristol
Rovers. The Gits.
What on earth was that? Mom.
Mom. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. Because League One is back. Gonna subscribe for the video. They're asking us these unreal scenes. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate that, mate. That's why I had nightmares in the dream. That's why I was shouting for me mum. Jake!
God, my eyes look blue, don't they? Christ. They look straight nearly.
It's a scary picture. That isn't a waste of song. I've just sung one.
Have they edited that? So my eye, I'm not Boz-Eye. That's brilliant. Well done, Aaron. Good work.
You brought her off down in a bit. Aaron is also available to sort you out in real life as well.
Brilliant.
Sort mine out. Get rid of some of the fat on the cheek. I can feel the warning signs running around my mind. Here I go. I'm still scratching around it.
Same old hole.
My body feels young, but my mind
is very old.
So what do you say?
Parmex, shut up, man. That's nasty.
Good night, my lovers.